And State Champs RoboZone is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. And First in Michigan, Michigan's premier provider of K-12 robotics programs. Also brought to you by Fanuc America, the leading supplier of robots, CNCs, and factory automation. Sarah Chevrolet, the low payment people. Visit us at lowpayment.cars. Consumers Energy, encouraging your inner genius. The Association for Advancing Automation, promoting automation technologies and ideas that transform the way business is done. Meyer, your destination for sporting goods and equipment. And Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of State Champs High School Sports Show. We're presented by Lawrence Technological University. I'm Lauren Plant. Now, we know there are many of you students out there right now that are seriously saying to themselves, where do I want to go to college? Let me plant this seed if I may. What degree has one of the biggest returns on your education investment in the entire Midwest? And I mean where graduates start out earning some of the best money in the career of their choosing? Go to ltu.edu, you'll see what I mean. Now, the weather was flat out ugly this week. No matter, we hit the outdoors so you didn't have to. Our main event will be a big D2 matchup in girls soccer.
And that's not all. I'm Stephanie Funkhauser, and the Detroit Athletic Club has officially introduced us to this year's 12 nominees for the Michigan Male and Female Student Athletes of the Year. I've got a report from Wednesday's Breakfast of Champions. Plus, Total Softball has stepped up to the plate and is now sponsoring our second annual Michigan High School Softball Player of the Year Award. You know the drill. Go to statechampsnetwork.com right now. Vote for one of our top 10 candidates. Total Softball's Don Dreyer will join Tom Markowski in just a bit to talk about a few of them.
And don't forget, State Champs RoboZone, presented by First in Michigan, is fired up, ready to deliver all the action from the Week 5 District Championships. But let's get to the show, shall we? It's time for the Roundup.
We begin on the diamond, where we had two teams from the latest Coaches Association preseason Division I Top 20 rankings going at it. Number 20, Grosse Pointe North, traveling to take on third-ranked Brother Rice at the newly upgraded Warrior Park in Troy. This is arguably the best high school stadium in the state. Brother Rice looking to rebound from a season that ended in just the regional semis a year ago. Currently 2-1 that included a sweep of Howell, bottom one, and aggressive on the base pass. Jeff Timko attempts the swipe, but Norseman catcher Alex Huguenin, a perfect toss. Alex cracked, applies the tag. We were scoreless after the first. Grosse Pointe North got in scoring position in the top of the second. Steve Kent with the base hit to center. Ryan Mazzola is going to test the arm from center field, going to find himself running into Timko at the plate. Heareth, endeth this threat. Bottom half of the second, Warriors with ducks on the pond and one out. The junior Kyle Livingway with a fly out to left center. Was it deep enough to get Carl Kaufman home? Yes! The Michigan commit with a heads-up slide under the tag. Brother Rice on the board. We go to the third now, and Brother Rice playing small ball. The senior Timko with the base knock up the gut. The freshman Tito Flores comes around to add to the Warrior lead. And the Warriors get the win, 2-0 the final. Let's go to boys lacrosse, and as far as this week goes, nice that Detroit Country Day has an indoor facility. The Cubs from UD Jesuit ready to do battle. Good start to the season for the Cubs at 2-0, and Jesuit in maroon with a pair early in the opening quarter. The senior Michael Bacanari with a whip and a rip into the goal. Detroit Country Day fresh off knocking off Detroit Catholic Central. Watch the senior and Colgate commit, Cooper Bellinger. Rearing back after the revolution, string splash. We were tied at 2 after the first quarter. Let's go midway through the second and watch the Yellow Jackets take the lead right here. The sophomore middle, Dylan Prime. That's prime time. Country Day added another and took a 4-2 advantage. But back comes Jesuit right before intermission. This looks like a football play. Check out senior goalie Ryan Apap with the bomb to an open Evan Sale. He's got a breakaway and finds the back of the net. At the break, we were tied at 4 apiece. The Hive just opened up and consumed the Cubs to the tune of a 6-0 third in favor of the Jackets. The Denison University-bound senior Owen Sappington a beeline and burst to the basket. Detroit Country Day wins 2 in a row, 11-4 the final score in this one. Let's wrap this block with ladies lacrosse, a Catholic clash between the hosts Pontiac Notre Dame Prep welcoming in the Farmington Hills Mercy Marlins. First game of the season for both teams, and the maroon-clad Marlins were Division II state finalists last year, in it to win it in 2016. Junior Evie Drucker was hot as she netted a pair of goals in the first half. More from the Marlin attack as the senior academic all-stater Lily Blake streaking, fires, and fills it. Farmington Hills Mercy jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Notre Dame Prep were regional semifinalists a season ago and found their footing and the net before halftime. Sophomore Anna Grace Agro cutting, receives the rubber, and sends it home. The Fighting Irish trailed 6-3 at the break. Early stages of the second half, Notre Dame Prep hanging around. It's Argo from the angle, second of the game, and within striking distance. But the Marlins would outscore Notre Dame Prep 10-3 the rest of the way as Blake tallies another. Farmington Hills Mercy wins the opener, 16-7 the final.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We are excited to announce a brand new partnership with the Michigan High School Baseball Coaches Association. Over the next 10 weeks, we will talk about the latest rankings, the Mr. Baseball watch list, and everything else high school baseball. Check out their website. Stay with us.
We want you. We are LTU, Lawrence Technological University, and is one of the nation's best schools for engineering, architecture, and technology. We don't want just anybody. We want students who are curious and driven, students who want to change the world through technology, science, and design. So if you believe that possible is everything, we want you at LTU.
Everyone is posting selfies these days, but at Sarah Chevrolet in Southfield, we're using them to show our customers what makes us special.
Like our extended hours. We're open until 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, so you can shop on your schedule.
Plus, more money for your trade, up to $1,000 more than Kelly Blue Book.
And of course, prices so low, they almost post themselves.
Lease a Cruise for $139 a month, or a new Equinox for just $159.
Only at Sarah Chevrolet on Telegraph, north of 696 in Southfield. Does this one make me look fat?
No.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your nonprofit organization can sell paper pizza certificates that your customers can redeem for one medium pizza at participating Hungry Howie's locations. Go to doughraiser.com to learn about, sign up for, and order everything Dough Raiser. Request a Dough Raiser kit for your group today. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Welcome back. This week we go and focus on the Detroit Athletic Club's Michigan Student Athlete of the Year Award and hear from some of its 12 nominees. This past week, the Detroit Athletic Club hosted a Breakfast of Champions. But there were more than just Wheaties there for breakfast. In attendance were the 12 nominees for the Michigan Student Athlete of the Year Award. The 6 female nominees are Miss Basketball 2016 Kaiser Gondrzik, swimmer Katie Ports out of Ann Arbor Skyline, a softball player to watch this year, Abby Krizwicki from Mercy High School, track and cross country star Kayla Dobies from Dakota High School, another runner from Farmington, Maddie Trevisan, and not in attendance 2016's Miss Volleyball Gia Milana. The 6 male nominees are Mr. Basketball 2016 Cassius Winston, future Central Michigan QB Tony Poljan from Lansing Catholic, stellar Brother Rice pitcher Carl Kaufman, a swimmer out of Grosse Pointe South Jacob Montag, and not in attendance lacrosse star Matt Solberg out of East Grand Rapids, and runner Morgan Beatlescombe out of Algonac High School. An exciting day celebrating the 20th anniversary of this award, recognizing the students for their athletics, academics, and outreach.
It's a great feeling, you know, one of those awards that's just not about my basketball talent, but about me as a person, so it's an amazing award.
It's definitely, a humbling experience. Once when my mom elaborated to me a little bit more and told me about its history and culture and tradition, what have you, I was definitely, happy to be a part of that, to be able to, be one of the faces to represent that, if not hopefully the face, ultimately for the class of 2016. I'm definitely excited about the experience, and I'm just happy to be here.
It's amazing. I've worked over 10 years for kind of a moment like this. I started swimming in 2nd grade. And, finishing up my senior year with a state championship as a team, this kind of puts the cherry on top for my senior year.
It was really cool, you know, you listen to the people talking, and that one girl, she had 70-some points in the game and all that stuff. It's really cool, and seeing people, like having Coach Riker there, and had a couple uncles and a cousin there, so that was really cool to see them and just be part of this whole thing.
And to be in the presence of so many amazing athletes from the state of Michigan, remarkable.
It's just really cool to see all of the other kids because I really respect all the work that they've put into because I know I've spent tons of hours in my sport and I know that they've done the same thing.
It's absolutely insane. Like, they're so talented, and to be surrounded with that makes you want to be even better and see if you can get awards like that too. So I think it's super cool.
Athletes like us that go out and go above and beyond what everybody else does, we tend to feel alone sometimes, like, oh, I'm the only person staying here till 7 o'clock on a school night in the weight room and stuff like that. But then you come here and you see everybody else that's been nominated, and you get this sense of feeling like you're not alone. Like, here's all these other kids your age doing the exact same thing that you're doing. And it's just you just feel like you belong. There's a sense of community.
Just being in the same room as top athletes like that is really cool feeling.
For State Champs, I'm Stephanie Funkhauser.
Hi, I'm Tom Markowski, and I'm reintroducing a segment we ran last year, and that is our Softball Player of the Year Award. Last year's winner was Alex Sobchak out of Farmington Mercy. This year's segment is brought to you by Total Softball, and here representing that organization is Donnie Dreyer. Donnie, tell me a little bit about yourself and Total Softball.
Well, Tom, we're just excited, Total Softball, to be part of this program. Total Softball is part of the Total Sports Complex family out of Wixom, Michigan. And at Total Softball, we do a number of things. We do individual lessons, we do camps, we do clinics, recruiting combines, and tournaments. And for those of you that want to learn a little bit more about Total Sports, you can go to our website at totalsportscomplex.com.
It's a great facility. A lot of sports are there. Let's talk softball. We have our top 10 list there on your screen. And I think this is really a great list. A little bit different from last year's. We're senior heavy. We have 5 seniors in our top 10, 5 underclassmen. Tell us about some of the top ones.
Well, I want to talk about all 10 of them, but I'll start with a couple. One is Megan Bobian. Megan Bobian is a left-handed pitcher, 2017 kid that committed to the University of Michigan, committed when she was a freshman. Megan dominates both on the mound and at the plate, and she's got one of the best changeups in the country.
Also a great hitter, too.
She's an incredible hitter. And last year she led Monroe St. Mary's to the state championship, and in the summer she took her club team all the way to second place for the PGF National Championships out in Huntington Beach, California. She's a dynamite player. Hutch can't wait to get her on campus.
I bet. Only a junior, still has a shot at this award. How about another one?
Another one that really stands out to me is Abby Kraswicki. South Alabama loves to recruit power hitters, and in Abby Kraswicki, they've got one of the top power hitters in the country. Abby's already amassed incredible statistics for the first 3 years at Farmington Mercy, and I think she's going to be one of the front runners for the Miss Softball for 2016.
Go to our website now and vote for your top player. So vote, and vote often.
Thanks for sticking with us on State Champs. Don't forget, we will be having a special half-hour show on the Detroit Athletic Club's Michigan Student Athlete of the Year right here on Fox Sports Detroit on May 14th at 12:30 p.m. A behind-the-scenes look at the awards ceremony and what makes these students more than just athletes. Don't go anywhere.
There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Cheltenham. Okay, basketball superstar Stanley Johnson, if I make this shot, you owe me a $15 meal deal from Hungry Howie's.
How about a $10 meal deal?
Agreed. A $20 meal deal. Hit it!
Did it go in? You missed.
Order a meal deal online. Get a free Howie Brownie on any online order of $15 or more using coupon code SWEET1. Now that's an idea.
Hungry?
Howie's!
We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table. When we sit down together, we share our expertise. You've got a legal problem, we know you need relief. Advice that you can trust, that's why people come to us. We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table.
Get ready! The high school football season will be here before you know it. The Detroit Sports Commission Prep Kickoff Classic returns to Midtown Detroit and the campus of Wayne State University August 25th through the 27th. Michigan's premier season-opening prep football event, now in its 12th year, will welcome 7 games over 3 days and feature the state's top teams and players. Log on to DetroitSports.org for more information.
Time for this week's look inside LTU athletics. Let's meet some of the recruits for 2016 for baseball.
I'm really big into education, and I really wanted a good place where I could get an engineering degree. So I figured that this is a really good place for engineers, and they also just started a baseball team, so I thought, hey, why not play baseball and go to college for what I want to do.
It's amazing. Being able to start like a dynasty and being a part of something completely new at this school and being one of the first ones is definitely something I look forward to.
The atmosphere I think Coach Eldridge is bringing is going to be what I'm looking for in a program, so I'm really excited to get down here and do some work.
I decided to come to Lawrence Tech because I want to pursue a career in baseball. I'm very passionate about it. I love it. And this was an opportunity I saw open for me to continue my career, and so I jumped on it.
Coach Eldridge, he presented us with the opportunity to start a legacy here, so I thought it felt like home.
I really liked Lawrence Tech because it had a great engineering program that I'm going into, and also it's local, so I could go home and visit the family if I wanted to.
It's really, really exciting. I'm really happy to be able to set the foundation for future athletes that come here.
I was looking for a school where I could focus mainly on academics and still play sports and have fun.
I really love the campus and both the academic and athletic side of things, and I really liked Coach Eldridge when I first met him. And it's also close to home, which is cool for me.
What's up, everyone? Jerry Mack here, coming at you. Let's kick things off with a little soccer action, shall we? KLAA style, as it was Livonia Stevenson taking on their crosstown rivals, Livonia Churchill. Stevenson would have their share of chances in the first, but Churchill's junior netminder Brittany Hayes had herself a day. Here's Megan Verant with a good look from 20 yards out, but that's Hayes going full extension to the corner with the save to keep this game scoreless. Still in the first half, the Chargers with the free kick here. Junior Sarah Taylor using the wall as a screen, and Taylor buries the free kick into the back of the net. That put Churchill up 1-0 at the 21-minute mark. Just a few minutes later, Stevenson fighting to even things up. Here's Kennedy Thurlow with the nice effort from the corner, finding the senior Jessie Wagner, but Wagner just a bit too tall as she rings it off the iron. Kayla Gachuk would get a second chance at it off the rebound, but Hayes is there with the quick hands, still 1-0. Now, 5 minutes to go in the half. Spartans once again on the attack. Thurlow with the nice give and go, but gets knocked down in the box. That would result in a penalty kick. Thurlow's fellow sophomore Audrey Kopitz would take the penalty kick for Stevenson. Valiant effort by Hayes, but Kopitz cashes in on the opportunity for the goal. We were all tied up at 1 heading into the half. Still tied at 1, we fast forward to just 10 seconds left in the game. Stevenson, another great opportunity to win it here, but Jessie Wagner just a tad wide and bangs it off the post. This game would end in a 1-1 tie. We keep things rolling with boys lacrosse as Ann Arbor Gabriel Richard took on Lakeland and Milford, combining to make Huron Valley United. And of course, it wouldn't officially be the first week of spring sports without Michigan snow showers in April. Early first quarter, the junior Matt Rushing comes up with the loose ball in front of the net and puts it in for the score that gave the Fighting Irish a 2-zip lead. Late in the first, Irish looking to extend their lead. That's Jack Gadarak pushing the ball upfield and finding the sophomore Jack Johnson, who goes up and over for the goal. Richard up 3. Just a minute later, Huron Valley now trailing by 4, needing to get some offense going. Alexander Speck for the Titans with a nice feed to a cutting Brendan Carter. Quick release, corner pocket, and Huron Valley cuts the lead back down to 3. Pick things back up late in the third. Weather conditions getting worse, but that's not going to stop the Irish from doing what they do, as the senior Torrey Trevor here with a nice individual effort. Trevor circles behind the net, spins off his defender, and lets it fly. Irish now lead 8-1. All right, fourth quarter, more from Gabriel Richard. Once again, it's Matt Rushing, this time battling his way through 4 Titan defenders to find his angle and buries it top shelf. 9-1, and there was no looking back. Ann Arbor Gabriel Richard was dominant in this one as they go on to beat Huron Valley United 10-1. More baseball being played this week as we head out to Fraser. The Ramblers welcomed in the Big Reds from Port Huron for an early season MAC crossover game. We pick things up in the bottom of the first with the bases loaded. Matt Nottigal at the plate gets credit for this RBI on the fielder's choice as Michael Bentley crosses home. Ramblers led 3-1 after 1. Top of 2 runners on second and third. Curtis Corby doing his job here with the sacrifice RBI as the runner comes in to score, and the Big Reds, just like that, get one back. Justin Logan on the mound for Fraser would put an end to the scoring threat though as he gets the batter to chase one in the dirt. Catcher Andrew Reski completes the K as Fraser works out of the jam and holds on to a 3-2 lead. Fraser now at bat after Port Huron tied things up at 3. Runner on third, Zach Geilgim drives in Sean Brown, and the Ramblers regain the lead 4-3. Same inning, Fraser looking to do more damage. Josh Strader on second, and this is Devin Mayo with the shot over the left fielder's head. That ball would get all the way to the fence. Strader scores from second. Mayo would end up on 3 with the RBI triple as Fraser would hold on from there to win game 1 of the cold weather doubleheader by a final of 6-5. For State Champs, I'm Jerry Mack.
All right, guys, we are almost done with our 30 minutes of State Champs, but don't forget to stay with us for State Champs RoboZone coming up next. The robotics season is wrapping up, and we've got tons of action-packed highlights for you, along with a brand new top 10 rankings. Coming up on State Champs RoboZone.
SNET Camp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day. During the spring clearance event, you can lease an all-wheel drive Dodge Journey for $179 a month for 24 months, or a Jeep Cherokee, also just $179. Celebrating 25 years of giving customers a superior buying experience. That's SNET Camp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
SNET Camp, Metro Detroit's original. SNET Camp, SNET Camp.
We want you.
We are Lawrence Technological University, and we don't want just anyone.
We want the brainiacs, visionaries, geniuses, and game changers. We want the students who will change the world through technology, science, business, and design.
So if you're ready to explore your possibilities,
we want you at LTU.
Lawrence Tech. Possible is everything.
With 14 schools in the Big Ten, you get a full 40% more of everything you love at no extra charge. Now that's our kind of conference. Meyer, proud sponsor of the Big Ten and more.
Welcome back to State Champs, and we've got one more game to bring you. This week's Meyer main event. In Division II girls soccer, two of the top teams in the state got together this week to see where they measure up for 2016. Now, Trenton made it to the state semifinals a year ago, and Birmingham Marion have been in 2 of the last 3 state finals. Both teams are expected to make a lot of postseason noise again this year. To the home of the Trojans we go. We had multiple emails for state champs to cover this early season tussle between 2 D2 top 10 squads in Trenton versus Marion. Ask and you shall receive. The Mustangs are one of the state's gold standard programs. Over the last 7 years, 5 state finals appearances, 3 championships. Just 90 seconds into this one, check the freshman Jansen Eichenlaub, who buries the ball. And this freshman was just getting warmed up. Eichenlaub taking her years of experience competing for the Vardar Soccer Club as part of the Elite Club's National League into high school. This is just 90 seconds later. Back of the net, Marion up a pair. Trenton found their way into the Final Four a year ago with the help of 8 freshmen and 9 sophomores. So still a nucleus of youth, but here, good look for the junior midfielder Marla Cobeto, but the denial courtesy the University of South Carolina upstate signee Caitlin Patujas. How about even more action from the first half? 8 minutes to go to be exact. The Mustangs on a roll. The junior Ellie Johnson puts her name on the score sheet. Marion went into halftime up 3-0. Trenton doing their best to mount a comeback. Corner kick will eventually find the foot of Nadia Kurtals, but Marion's second half keeper Isabel Hayes swallows the shot. Just too much Marion on this night. The Mustangs simply swarming around the net. The junior Eliana Eckert has it and makes the deposit. Marion blazes through that chill in the air and beats Trenton 5-0. The Mustangs off to a quick 2-0 start in 2016.
Well, I think we're pretty dedicated as a team and we try to stay focused. Like after every goal, we focus on the first 5 passes and we try to win it back. So I think no matter what the score is, we always try to stay focused and keep the game going.
The main event is sponsored by Meyer. Any great high school athlete will tell you they've been training for years. So if you're a kid with dreams of making the varsity team, head to Meyer. With brand name gear for your favorite sport, Meyer is on deck to help get you there. We are just getting started. In fact, the RoboZone train is preparing to leave the station. That light at the end of the tunnel, that's the first state championships. In 2 short weeks, it's a full hour of pure robot awesomeness.
Of course, State Champs runs 40 weeks a year. That means we don't break until the end of June. The spring sports season is in full swing, and we know the weather is about to get real nice. So we want to know, what games do you want us to be at? Send us an email, idea@statechampsnetwork.com.
Don't touch that dial. Coming to you from Troy Athens High School, State Champs RoboZone is right after this.